What if a creepy stalker got a second chance to be a creep? We saw My Boyfriend's Back, so you know what that means.
Show with Nick Crow and take a boat with speed to hitting cruise control. J-Man, Big Paul, and the beautiful June. Gonna take you from the groove all the way to the room. Renegades and Street Fighter help to blow off steam. Just a sucker punch the odd life of Timothy Green. Sharpnado, Birdemic, how we staying alive. They call him the badass and he's on the line. Cranking 88 minutes cause they cool as ice. Cause the bad Jim Varney looking kind of nice. Paul and June getting literal, Jason is getting laid. June is making sure all the monkey shots getting paid. They're just a bunch of movies while they're making the grade. Here's a real question for you. How did this get made?
Hello, people of Earth! And hello, people of Los Angeles! We are live at Largo for our Halloween special, The Hauntingly Scary My Boyfriend's Back. My Boyfriend's Back, directed by the same person who wrote Gosford Park. That's right, Bob Balaban. Bob Balaban, Phoebe's dad from Friends. Bob Balaban, the man who played Warren Littlefield on Seinfeld. Bob Balaban made this movie, and boy, oh boy, I think it saves it. I think that in other people's hands, it would have been worse. But it's also not great. Now, if you're wondering, what is My Boyfriend's Back? What, somebody's boyfriend comes back? Well, no. IMDb describes this film as a teenage boy comes back from the dead because he is determined to win the most beautiful girl in the school. Okay, sure, I guess. That's kind of like, you know, you're kind of burying some parts of the story in there, whitewashing it, if you will. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into this film that is not even an hour and 30 minutes. A movie that has a 13% on the tomato meter. A movie that cost $12 million and on opening weekend made 1.4. Oh, yes, there is so much to discuss in tonight's film, but I need my co-host. So please welcome to the stage, Mr. Jason Mantzoukas.
What's up, jerks? Let's go, Largo! Yeah! Oh, boy, Paul, I'm going to answer your last question first. I 100% recommend this movie.
There it is. There
maybe,
it is.
Maybe it's just the harsh reality of John Carpenter's The Ghosts of Mars last night.
Sure.
This today was like a warm bath. I
100%
loved
agree.
it.
Here's the thing. I'll answer the last question first as well. I also recommend it. I don't know if I liked it.
I thought it was great. I had that thing happen that every once in a while happens with the movies that we do, which is I found myself not taking notes, just enjoying the movie.
Every now and then.
Every now and then I get sucked in and I'm like, Austin Pendleton? Okay. And then I look and I haven't made a note in like 10 minutes.
Well, I felt the same way. I feel the same way I feel like if I was watching a child do, a play at school.
What are you watching a child do? A play at school? Okay.
I have children. I'm not going and watching other people's children.
Meet them? Please let me meet them.
No. I will say
meet your
no.
Kids. Someday I'm going to meet your kids, and someday I'm going to meet your wife.
No, neither. Jason, you are better at this than most. What year do you think this movie came out?
Boy, oh boy. I'm going to say this movie came out in 1987.
Great guess. We'll hold the answer on that for just a second.
God, I fucked up with this last night, too.
And let me introduce to you my other co-host. Please welcome to the stage, Miss June Diane Raphael.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome, June. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you, Paul?
I'm well. June, well, because we started the episode answering the last question first. Do you recommend this movie?
I don't know why we're doing this.
I
I'm
don't
happy
either.
to talk about it.
What are we going to do next? Teen Wolf?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Another
Great-
fucking classic.
Great movie.
Why didn't I see this movie sooner?
Yes.
Where has it been?
Yeah.
My life would be so much different if I'd seen this movie.
And why aren't we making more movies like this?
Yes. How
Well-
is there not teen movies now that aren't about like, oh no, twin brothers both want to fuck me, or whatever all of these teen shows are. There's multiple teen shows in which brothers are battling it out.
Some are
all
pretty.
I'm
And there's
saying
another
is,
one.
if this was the final season of Euphoria, I would be thrilled.
I just like a strong comedic premise
Yep.
where everybody knows what world they're in.
Yes.
And the joke, I gotta say, now maybe I'm in a weird mental space, you know? But I have to say, the jokes never got old to me.
Yes. Agreed.
Every time someone
Every
said
time
it,
you wanted to take a bite out of someone, I was like, yes.
I have some small notes, but before we even get into that, June, I want to ask you this question. I know you hate being put on the spot, but what year do you think this movie came out?
this movie well, I'm just going to base this on Philip Seymour Hoffman's career. And I believe there's a cameo from Matthew McConaughey.
I mean,
I think this is
he has 2 lines in the movie.
Also, cut out Renee Zellweger. She's
what?
in the beauty salon scene.
So this
with
movie,
no lines.
my guess is this movie shot in Texas?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense
that's
because those are
smart.
all local hires.
Yes. June, what year?
Okay, so putting that together, carry the one. I'm going to say this movie came out in 1988.
Great. All right, and Jason, you said?
I believe I said 87.
And the year is?
No.
1993. 1993.
How?
1993.
No, wait,
Okay, I
was it
think
shot in 1987?
Here's
Did it
the thing,
languish on a
but
shelf?
Jason, what I'm actually worried. I'm worried because I do believe you and I have lost a decade of our lives.
I believe we may suffer from time blindness.
I will say that this year, 1993, was peak rom-com time because these are the other movies in 93 that came out. Zombie Bloodbath, Weekend at Bernie's 2, Return of the Living Dead 3, Ghost Brigade, Ed... and
Ghost Brigade?
I don't know. Ed and his dead
It's
mother.
a zombie movie called
Yeah.
Ghost Brigade?
Well, I guess maybe they run into
I'm
zombies,
so
too.
curious about... We gotta do Ghost Brigade.
I'm ready for it.
I think that's clear.
So yeah, different. It definitely hit differently in 1993. I mean, I don't know.
What year? I'm sure we don't know, but some nerd will tell me. What year did Teen Wolf come out?
Teen Wolf came out the year before Back to the Future because he shot that first. So Back to the Future is 85. This is the 40th anniversary.
Because this movie seems like it's basically Teen Wolf, but with what if instead of the puberty allegory being werewolfism, it is zombieism, right?
Yeah.
It's
Well-
still a lot of the same games are being
But
played.
the-
Everybody's
yes.
normalizing
But there
he's a
is a-
zombie immediately.
But I also feel like Teen Wolf, I mean, dare I say, a better film. A movie that I also...
He said it. I can't believe he said it.
I mean-
can't believe he said Teen Wolf is a better film.
Oh, that was pretty good. I will say that, well, I mean, this is going to be weird and you're not... Why? Well, what do I have to hide?
Say it.
When I watched Teen Wolf as a child, I had it on VHS because I taped it off of whatever. You know, it was legal. I wasn't doing it illegally. And there was a moment where he was like getting intimate with his girlfriend, Michael J. Fox, and he said, "Tickle my paws," like, and was like that was like a thing, like tickle my paws, like he's like, you know, it's a sexual
He's a
thing.
wolf.
But I thought that was a cue to the home viewing audience to hit pause to potentially see some nudity.
You thought that up yourself?
Yep.
So you thought that maybe movies were giving you subtle clues? Had this worked before?
So in my mind, I never heard the line so clearly. I never heard tickle my paws. I just kind of heard, like, in my mind, I might have heard, like, hit pause. And I was like, and I thought
your
I
mind
would
immediately went to, if I hit it, I get to see nudity.
Because I knew it was like a sexy scene, and I was like, "Ooh, maybe they would shoot like an insert."
Holy shit! That's awesome.
I've never shared that with anyone, but it's
Shocking.
the only thing that comes.
But it's that. Did you want to announce the next book?
I know it's just like.
So you thought, like, were you always looking for your lead actors and protagonists to speak to you, the viewer?
I completely understand the overwhelming desire to see nudity.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
And that you're looking for any way that it might be able to happen. That's why you would watch a scrambled cable channel
100%.
Just for
and
every
play with
10
that dial.
minutes. Exactly. Every 10 minutes you get 30 seconds of a boob or something.
Yeah.
But that thinking that the movie was telling you.
Hit pause. Hit pause. It was
And
PG.
did you? Well, obviously, I mean, did you see anything?
No.
Was it speaking?
No, because
to
I
you?
thought I wasn't hitting it at the right time.
How long did you spend?
A lot. I would be like, maybe. No. And then many years later, I found out the line was tickle my paws. And I was like, he wasn't saying please hit pause.
I mean, this is.
I'll tell you two things of why I thought that could work. Number one, first piece of evidence. When I was a child, there was a Clue VHS game. Okay, so you would put the VHS tape in there and you would play the board game, and they're like, fast forward to minute 277. And you're like, that's not a thing that could exist. 247. And I'd do it, and you'd watch somebody like, oh, good job there, mate. You did the thing. And they're like, oh, great. So I thought, okay, maybe all VHS.
Who's that guy?
Okay.
Who's
Colonel Mustard.
Who's the
Colonel
Reese
Mustard?
Darby of this game?
Like Jumanji. So I thought there was like I was like,
so you had been primed to,
right, and then
to be
by
an
the way,
interactive viewer.
From a Clue VHS video game. This is a movie he taped himself off of cable.
All right, I'm gonna give you the two other.
What? You're trying too hard to get this, okay? To normalize this behavior.
I'm gonna give you the two other things. The other thing was that my parents were at a certain point born again Christians, and they were like, there's a lot of backward masking on albums, like
Sure.
you'd play it backwards, like salute the devil, not salute, but you get it.
because he's the commander in chief, so you gotta.
Oh hail!
Salute
Oh hail
the
the devil!
Salute the devil.
Oh hail the devil! He keeps
I'd love
his
to
horns
know
clean.
what song in reverse plays "Hail to the Chief" and has the lyrics "Salute the devil." Holy cow! Holy shit! How are these new stories? How is it possible there are new stories?
So then,
We won't stop. Here's my promise to you, the audience. We won't stop this podcast until Paul runs out of childhood stories. It's not movies. It's not even our desire to do it anymore. It's so that we can get these stories to you, so that we can do things that provoke Paul's memory.
Well, that was what a lot of people said about my book. They're like, wow, you didn't even share the stories that you share in the podcast. We thought it would just be the stories from the podcast, but no, I forgot those. I'm just telling new ones. And then the final thing that made me think that there could be this.
Wait, what?
There was a kid in my class. I believe his name was Brian Orlando. And Brian Orlando told me that his dad had a device that was like a remote control. So if you were watching like a shampoo commercial with an attractive woman in it, you could take the device and then put the joystick down and then see naked people in the commercial.
Naked people? That woman naked or just other
That
naked
woman.
people?
Okay.
So it would be like...
I need to get in touch with Brian Orlando because Because, and hear me out, if this tech exists, and I'm only just hearing about it, okay,
So-
Orlando.
So just so you know, I'm coming in hot with a remote control device, Clue the video game, and backward masking. I thought that Teen Wolf, because it was a PG-13 movie, was sending me a little signal to see Boof naked.
Wow. Tickle all that from Tickle My Paws.
Tickle My Paws.
Like, we got all of that from Tickle
my
My
God.
Paws.
Well, I didn't want you to think I was a weirdo pervert.
We do think that
That's the
anyway.
thing. It's
It seems
like they
pretty-
say now boys like see pornography by the age of 10 and it's so disturbing, but then I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's better.
It doesn't matter. At least they get to see it. So think of the hours they're not spending doing whatever this nonsense was. You could have learned to play guitar.
Nope. Just
Like,
trying
maybe
to
just
see.
show it to them, you know.
By the way, I will say that scene where he
These
says,
are boobs. Don't waste your time. They'll be there later.
I will say that scene where she is saying "tickle my paws," they're fully dressed in a high school hallway, like. So it would have to be like a real insert shot.
You must have lived in a world in which
What's
hitting
really,
pause on
know.
anything
Could be.
might reveal nudity.
Oh my God.
True.
And what's really like, what's actually breaking my heart is the moment you must have realized, like, it's not there. Like, it's just not there.
I'll be honest, I don't know that he's given up hope. He still seems to think he just didn't pause it in the right place.
Well, now I got the 4K Steelbook, and now I think I can get to the bottom of it. You don't even want to know how I dealt with when I finally got my hands on a Playboy magazine. I was so nervous that I was going to get busted that I cut out the pictures that I thought were choice.
Were choice? I want to be very clear. That's a word I guarantee Paul has not used since he was a teenager.
True.
That's not a word we use anymore to describe hot women.
As a matter of fact,
she's choice.
As a matter of fact, I think it's a term they used in Teen Wolf.
Is it?
I
that
think
would be
it
amazing.
is. I think Styles uses it.
Holy shit.
So I cut out these pictures, and then I was like, I can never get busted with this.
Again, a new story is being... Do you know how lucky you are to be here tonight?
Oh my God. Do you mean you cut them out like in a square, or like did you cut out the lines?
Such a good question. So for a collage or for just pages?
So, great question.
Wow, those legs are spread.
I cut them out to be slightly smaller than a magazine page, so I was cropping slightly.
Why not just rip it out?
Well, hold on, I'll tell you, June. Okay. And then I got an old hunting and fishing magazine, and then I inserted those nude pages throughout. So
did you own the hunting and fishing mag, or did you go and buy that specifically for subterfuge?
Well, I had there were a collection of hunting and fishing magazines in my house.
How old were you at this point? Guesstimate.
Like 5th grade.
Okay.
And so then I would keep that in my magazine rack in my room that was next to my Lazy Boy. I did have a Lazy Boy in my room. And
you were a real Martin Crane as a child.
So it was next to my Lazy Boy. Wow. And so then I knew that I could keep it there. No one was ever going to look at this old hunting and fishing magazine that outdated info. So if I wanted to look at it, I could, go to page 35, 72. I could move around and I'd have my pictures locked in there.
Wow.
This is next level.
Yeah.
This is incredible stuff. Yeah. But I just do, because we do have younger listeners.
Yes.
These are the lengths that we had to go to in effort to see nudity and be titillated. We couldn't just be like, look at any random thing online.
No, I had to make sure I was cutting and pasting and using.
I'm just curious.
glue.
Like, did you try to integrate these choice women into the hunting and fishing tableaus at all, or was it just like the page on a page?
Yeah, it was. Unfortunately, it was not that thought out. I just I found areas where I felt like maybe the reader would be done with that story, and then I would pop that in.
Got it.
So because I would never want someone to find it and be like, oh, what is going on in the world of hunting and fishing? And then be mid-story and be like, whoa. And so, I did take that hunting and fishing magazine upstairs because I thought that no one was, really I was worried about my mom was going to find it. I don't think my mom was going to get hunting.
Your secret was never revealed?
No.
Okay.
She only got mad at me once for seeing that I took a Victoria's Secrets catalog up to my room before it got to the kitchen mail slot.
It went straight into the hunting and fishing.
Yeah, I brought it up.
It's like, don't worry, I only cut out Elle Macpherson. She's the most choice woman in this Victoria's Secret. Oh no, that was me. That was the swimsuit.
Yeah, the swimsuit.
The swimsuit was
I also,
Elle Macpherson, not
of
Victoria's
course.
Secret. Holy cow!
So
we did it.
So
is the show over?
I don't know what else to say.
I feel like I went into a fugue state about 1 hour ago. Wow.
So what I'll say about this movie is the title is misleading. The title's a little bit misleading. My boyfriend's back. He is not her boyfriend. I would say, and this is the thing that bothers me. I am on board for this movie, but he is a straight up creepo.
Yes, yes, you're right. I wish, my only problem with it was that I wish they had let go of this idea of her believing he actually died for her. Because he didn't, yes, he died throwing himself in front of, that bullet, but he didn't believe at that point that was a real scenario because he had staged it.
Right, and that, I want to go back one step and go,
no,
he is a creep. He stages a robbery?
He knew it at that point, but he had
He
already
sees his friend being like, no, it's not me.
I know,
okay.
But he had still staged a...
Sure.
And I just found it troubling that she never seemed to know that he had staged this really scary event for her.
Yeah, that kind of gets pushed under the rug. And it's a weird thing because...
You're saying scary event, and I would say romantic event.
Okay, so that's a difference.
In 1987, when this movie was made, this was the height of romance.
But I'm like, sweetie, don't feel so badly for him. He would never have even been there. I guess she would be dead. But, I don't know, actually. I don't think that guy would have taken his gun out.
Can I tell you why
he hadn't been there.
Can I tell you why she would have been dead? Because she's reaching behind her to get a bat. This man has a gun. That bat ain't gonna do anything.
Just give the money.
Give the money.
Give the money, and you guys can keep chatting when this person leaves.
I mean, and I will say that again, I want to talk about the creepiness of our lead, right? Our lead,
Johnny Dingle?
Johnny Dingle.
Don't even, you need to look at the papers. I can tell you Johnny Dingle right now.
Johnny Dingle.
You know what was heartbreaking to me? Johnny Dingle dies a virgin twice. Heartbreak.
But this is what I miss I know.
The virginity movie?
Well.
Sorry.
I miss the days in which teenagers were 37.
Yes.
That.
These
I really
old.
miss the Andrew Zuckers. I missed the
old Daphnes and
Egas. The old teens. And that's what I did find comforting.
Old teens.
I really do. I found it so comforting watching this movie.
He was 23.
Johnny Dingle was the same age, if not older, than her dad.
Johnny Dingle, 23. The woman, 25.
Yeah. Wow. As all teen movies should be.
And,
agreed.
But when he wakes up out of bed, I was like, oh, because it starts with him as a child, and he's lusting after this girl, and we're okay.
He's not lusting; he's in love with her.
Well, she doesn't seem to even talk. Is it a Halloween birthday party?
Great
I don't
question.
know. He's wearing a fireman's hat. But
Everyone else is in costume. The birthday girl is not.
Yeah.
I think that was just her wish to
That
see everyone else in a different professional uniform.
And why? And
They were
why,
shooting composites that day.
Why is this movie told in the style of a comic book?
I don't know, but I was thrilled it was. It made those
Same.
awkward transitions sing.
I felt
It
that.
was a really odd choice because, and I understand that there is a tradition of like maybe horror comic books, but it was an odd choice because there's no horror in the comic book at all. The comic book is really just doing transitions. It's like we couldn't afford to shoot it, but so that's odd. So we wake up, old man in a bed. We're believing that he's a child, even though he looks the same age as his dad. And then his parents are like, "Don't cut through that woman's lawn." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm in. I'm on board." And then he just doesn't cut through her lawn. Like, he destroys it.
He doesn't, actually. He destroys her flower bed,
Yes.
which is so much weirder.
Well, yes. And that, to me, I was like, oh, great way to not like this character right out the gate.
See, but the problem is I've already decided to like him because when he opens his closet, there is a juggling game in there. And I was like,
Juggle.
This guy's cool as hell.
I was obsessed with that. I was like, what is juggle?
Yeah. I love that both of us were like, what's the game juggle?
And then when they had the reverse shot, I saw the back of juggle game. I was like, oh.
And I just immediately paused it because I assumed it said juggo. And I was like, there's got to be boobs here. I bet if I pause, there's going to be jugs on this.
You have to listen. You have to listen and be ready.
I spent like an hour frame by framing the juggle.
So I guess what I'm getting to ultimately is, if you don't change a single frame of this movie, why don't you just start off the character as a likable, shy guy who then gets shot not because he's set up an elaborate, like, hoax robbery. Like, everything that he does in the beginning sets him up as a creep, where I think it would be more endearing if he's just nice.
I think you're right, except that back then we didn't have creeps. Back then we didn't have creeps. We didn't know this was creep behavior.
Well, right.
This just seemed like if you're a guy and you're in love with a girl who's been dating Matthew Fox for 6 years, they are in high school. What's going on there? Who's had a boyfriend for 6 years? You have to stage some sort of elaborate prank, hoax, violent thing in order to get her attention.
I also found it interesting that the movie makes so many interesting choices. And one is to not make Matthew Fox a villain, really.
No.
Like, he seems like a nice guy in the beginning. You know, I never had an issue with him.
He's kind of a dick, but not so much.
I guess no more so than our main character.
Well,
to me.
I mean, the dick of the movie is the surprise of the film, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Or as he's credited, Philip
it.
Hoffman.
Oh, really?
No Seymour in the credits.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I just saw it at the beginning.
And I have to say, he explodes on the screen.
Incredible. Maybe the first time I ever saw him was
Magnolia.
Big Lebowski for me.
Oh,
Big Lebowski,
not Son of a Woman?
Maybe
Because he's playing a similar character in Son of a Woman.
Oh,
he's
then
like
I
a
must
ski.
have, but I don't even remember.
Okay,
him.
yeah. So
Okay.
I remember. I mean,
Okay.
not that I was registering, but I remember him being like the funny, cokey ski dude.
Okay.
And I was like, oh wow, what an interesting moment that he turned. Like, because well, just listen and
Buck, what are you doing? What is
it's
this?
clown work. I mean,
Sorry, I'm an idiot.
like the way he's holding his body, the way his
Where he's
hat
looking.
is.
Look at where his eyes are.
Yeah.
He looks like a character from Andy Capp and Bazooka Joe. I mean, it is
Look at his hair coming out of his hat up there.
like this is comedia level performance.
And immediately he is just acting everybody off the screen.
He is denim on denim. And here we go.
Well, no kidding. You stand me up and then you don't even call me.
My car broke down. I had to walk 8 miles through the rain to get to a telephone, and by the time I got there, you were already gone.
See, I believe that.
I would walk on glass and eat donkeys for you.
Look at Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I can't live knowing that you're not mine. Will you go to the prom with me?
Of course I will, silly. I'm sorry, too. Let's not fight anymore.
What's up, Dingle? Nice dick.
See you, Johnny.
Now it's
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Dirtbag.
Well,
It's a straight line from that to the talented Mr. Ripley. It's incredible.
Wow.
truly. I mean,
Sometimes you see it and you're like, oh, there it is. It's right there.
Right.
It doesn't matter what it's in service of.
Yes.
It's just electric to watch.
Thank you, Bob Balaban. Bob
Oh my
Balaban
God.
had the eye.
I love that it's Balaban. And
I
that
love Bob Balaban.
every adult in the movie is a Balaban level character actor.
Yeah.
It's J.O. Sanders. It's Richard Gilmore. It's Austin Pendleton. Everybody, all the adults are Cloris Leachman. One scene with Cloris Leachman, and it's electric.
And his mom, Mary Beth Hurt, was amazing.
The fact that she keeps bringing him first a toddler to eat,
I laughed so hard.
and then a cadaver is so funny.
Well, this movie feels to me like a John Waters version of Teen Wolf. I feel like that's what they're going for.
Paul
and
Dooley, come on.
And this is the thing I can't quite figure out because all the actors seem to be on the same page. He's directing them all, but I feel like maybe it didn't push far enough. Maybe it did. I don't know.
I loved that nobody questioned it beyond, well, wait a minute, didn't you die?
Yeah.
Okay, you're here now. And I loved that it didn't slow itself down to try and work it out, that it just was like, let's keep going. Because the story we're telling is not about this.
But
He didn't really question it either, which
No.
I thought was interesting. I thought for sure someone's going to, and it's him. I found it fascinating that he became more likable when he was dead.
For
Like
sure.
once he had something to contend with and an identity that sort of othered him, we had to root for him.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I think you're right. And I think that this movie just kind of finds ways to always go in a slightly different direction that you don't need to go into. Because, like, yes, he comes back from the dead. Now, sure, would it be interesting to give it the smallest amount of explanation? I wouldn't have minded it, but sure, we don't need it. Especially when that gravedigger seems to know a lot more than he's letting on.
Murray?
Yeah.
Murray the gravedigger?
Would love Murray to be like, yeah, just give me one more line of exposition. We're halfway there. But he stops himself from even explaining. He's like, he'll learn.
You'll find out. You'll find out in the rest of the movie.
So then he goes to the doctor, who was great. The doctor, and the doctor...
So great.
So great.
So
Incredible
great.
stuff from Austin Pendleton.
Austin Pendleton. I mean, it was really amazing.
Yeah. The movie, let's be clear, would be unwatchable, but for the adults.
Well, they're all adults, including that
everything
toddler.
work. Yes, true.
Well, and what this is but then, like, he goes to the doctor, and he's like, yeah, you got to go see this old woman, Maggie. I'm like, why? Why are we making another scene for him to go to her, for her to go, yeah, my husband did it too, and he eats dead people. Like, just have Austin Pendleton go, like, yeah,
I'm
eat dead people.
surprised. I feel like you didn't like this movie.
Yeah, just come out and say it. Be
You
so
didn't
for real
like it.
right
You
now.
are
Be
holding
so
it-
for real.
You're holding it to a stand. Is it just because it's so much like Teen Wolf without the tickle my paws moment?
There is never a moment in here where they told me to pause the film.
And that made
And
me
I feel
mad.
like that, well, these movies owe that to me. It's PG-13. And I expected something. No, and I think I guess what I was getting frustrated by was like the overcomplication of things. There's like, no, it's simple. It's easy. Like, I don't have any problem with the guys coming out with guns, the mom killing people, him eating a child. But like, why are we like detouring?
I do think, yes. I think that once Austin Pendleton's nurse said, who, by the way, is his wife, who announced, almost 2 hours into the film, just appeared. I hadn't seen her before.
Nope.
I don't know if she was a character.
I don't think so.
Appeared as though we knew her and said, we're going to be making a youth serum. I thought,
And make
this
a
is
shitload of
definitely
money.
a shitload of money. This is definitely just a new plot.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
we're going to have to
plastic
contend
surgery
with
without
at
the-
this
yeah.
late hour.
Like in a movie that's an hour and 25 minutes, that comes in about an hour and 15.
Yes.
And
You're
like,
right.
oh, and even even the end, I rewound it 3 times. When he goes to heaven, I'm like,
Well, because
what's
you were trying to
going
see
on?
nudity?
Yeah. Well, I thought when St. Peter was like, tickle my balls. No, but I was like, you weren't supposed. He was supposed to slip on coffee, and that. I'm like, well, I'm lost here. I'm
Wow,
lost.
you are trying to make sense out of. You're trying to. You're applying too rigorous a logic to this.
Well, I'm saying it's like this movie should be a straight line. I'm like, how about now we put a knot here? And you're like, why? Why do I need a knot? Just go to heaven and be like, you know what? You learned your lesson. Go back down. I don't need him to go like, oh, he's supposed to slip on a pot of coffee and he gets shot. I'm like, okay, all right.
But why did that happen? Why? What I guess I didn't get to is what was the mistake exactly?
That he was supposed to slip
No,
on
I
the...
know. Stop saying that. I know. But I know he's supposed to slip on the coffee, but...
You're not going to my Field and Stream magazine, I'll tell you that much.
Wow. It just became unchoice. But... I guess that just felt so random. I couldn't accept it. Like I almost wanted Murray to have done something wrong, or for him to have, because
admit that he set up this entire plan,
right? Or because he didn't give her the necklace. That something I don't know.
Well,
there was a better device in there that wasn't used.
The fact that he's wearing the locket when he gets sent back, which stops the bullet, is, I will say, insanity.
Because...
If I'm her, and he takes the bullet, and she's like, oh, this stops it. It's a heart-shaped locket with a picture of me as a 5-year-old in it, I would shoot him. I would say, give me that gun.
It's the only
Let
answer.
me shoot this guy.
But also in the world of the movie, that present is locked away in his closet.
Correct.
Next
near
to
the
Jugs.
juggle.
But we are to assume, because he's gone to heaven and stood trial and they've sent him back, that God put that locket on him.
And again, and then...
The Christian God.
Obviously.
And then he goes back down.
I said it.
Goes back down to have the final dance, and guess what I want? My boyfriend's back. Dance to my boyfriend's back. Nope.
I agree.
Again, simple choices. That's all.
In a slightly better executed version of this movie, there would have been like a band from that era doing a ska cover of My Boyfriend's Back.
100%.
It would be like Fishbone doing My Boyfriend's Back.
You're not gonna get from me like, I didn't like when the mom threw the peanut butter or the bologna and mustard. Love it. No issue with it. On board. But kind of want some other things in here too. Like in that, like again.
I love that they also didn't really grieve for him.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
It was in some ways healing. Just to be like, oh, sometimes grief is not that big of a deal.
And also, and you know what? It felt like they didn't give in to that level of grief because they knew he was coming back. Yeah. They knew that he was probably going to show up tomorrow, which is when he arrives. They just buried him yesterday. Paul Dooley's son is killed, and Paul Dooley is like, my son's dead.
And you're about to eat my other son.
Yes.
His other son is in there.
When that is revealed to be his other son.
So funny. The one logic issue I had, was that he would have started to smell very badly.
Oh, yeah.
When she bites his ear and it falls off in her mouth.
Great.
I was like, finally, this movie has arrived.
Well,
and by the way, she's
unfazed.
Yeah.
Loves it. She's, in fact, I think, turned on.
She is incredibly turned on by his decomposing body.
Yes.
And
she pays no attention to him until he's dead. And then she's like, what's your deal?
Yeah, you're different.
The ultimate bad boy is one that doesn't have a heartbeat. Isn't that the tagline?
Nope. I was obsessed with this movie that it reminded me of. Anyone ever see Dead Heat? Great movie. Joe Piscopo gets killed in the line of duty, comes back as a zombie, and his body parts are falling off too to solve a crime. He's got to solve a crime.
That's why you didn't like this movie, because you love this other zombie movie.
Piscapo.
I don't like breaking it down that way. The first syllable. Piss.
This is the tough thing about this movie.
Is it a metaphor?
I'm actually really mad at you, Paul, because I came in here like loving it, and now I'm turning on it, and it's not even.
You can't shake my love.
Yeah, good. I need to get back there because I'm.
All right, I'm with you.
But what I will say though is that we're referring to him as a zombie, but there's never any like mental decay or zombie-esque behavior other than, of course, wanting to eat people. But there's no other sense really of him behaving or having any physicality of a zombie.
I wanted him to kill Philip Seymour Hoffman. Like Philip Seymour Hoffman putting an axe in his own head. I'm like,
And what did happen there? It was just the weight of it kind of took him back?
Took it back and it...
Yeah. He hit himself in the back of the head, which made no sense. I feel like that was them not wanting our hero guy to murder, but to be able to eat human flesh.
But the last line of the movie is, I wish I would have killed that guy.
Yeah, I know. Tough stuff. My understanding of zombies, though, is that they like ... brains. Not so much
bellies.
Flesh.
He ate his belly.
Oh, I know. He ate his stomach. They keep saying, he ate the stomach. But don't zombies eat brains? Isn't that their whole thing? Brains, right?
I don't know that about them.
So I couldn't...
I don't.
Anyway, so that was interesting to me, just mythologically to introduce a new thing. That was interesting, but...
I have a feeling on this. They couldn't introduce brains because they didn't have the effects budget to do brains.
I bet you're right.
Because like when Philip Seymour Hoffman's on that table...
Well, they don't even have the effects budget to show him eating flesh.
No, I mean...
He just goes down off camera and comes up with a little bit of blood.
Like he ate a burger with too much ketchup.
I wrote here, this tone isn't done anymore.
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
what I want.
Where
it's
is
like
it?
Heathers and John Waters.
You know what it reminded me of? Buffy.
Oh,
it reminded me of Buffy, a world in which these supernatural elements are not really explored too much other than their ability to let us tell a story, a coming of age story, a whatever.
Sure.
Anyway, you get it. And that's what it reminded me of.
But I guess that's my other question. What is this a metaphor for?
I think there's both a puberty story in here. And then there
puberty?
Is the
He's
story...
25 years old.
But then there is the story of their unholy romance. The idea that everybody is so looking down on them and that she's involved with a zombie, the undead.
I do think, God, I don't like the movie anymore. I'm so mad. Because I think I don't know what happened tonight, but I think what you're right about is, what has he learned? Nothing.
Right.
He has...
What has the town learned?
Nothing. I think that what I wish for him is that he had started off as someone who wasn't willing to try and put himself out there and be brave enough to fail and be vulnerable enough to, tell her how he feels.
But yet the first scene, he's like, you smell good, you smelly smell.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, ooh, creepy creep.
Yeah, and then he does stage this elaborate thing, Now,
when I did that to you, did you find that romantic?
I thought you were a choice man. Choice. Oh, my God.
Choice.
I think you really have to decide to be on this movie's wavelength.
Yes.
You do.
You have to be on board for J.O. Sanders screaming, "You are not taking my daughter to the prom, you stupid, dead son of a bitch." Great line.
And by the way, here's the thing about our lead actor. Even though the movie and the writing and the story doesn't do him any favors, I did find him to be inherently watchable and like buoyant and likable. And so I do think he carries a storyline that's kind of not there.
I agree. I feel like given the material that he had, he made some choices. I think he is likable, but you're right. He's more likable when he's the zombie, but he hasn't really learned anything because when he goes back to school, his friend is his friend. Like in Teen Wolf, the fun thing about Teen Wolf is...
Here we go.
Tickle my paws.
Here we go.
We know. We've heard you say it.
It's that it's spoke
But it's
to
like
you.
the idea being like, here's a nerdy kid. He's not very good in basketball. He's no one pays attention to him. He becomes the wolf. And then he's like, breakdancing on trucks, scoring a bunch of baskets in the basketball game. The hot girl likes him, and it's like, popularity isn't all it's cracked up to be. Like, I actually like being with my friends better. Here, he becomes a zombie, keeps the same friends, and then the girl that he likes is this kind of like into like dead bodies. Like she's into necrophilia.
I think you're right, actually, because he says... There's that moment where he says, like, I don't just like you because you're popular. I don't just like you because you're pretty. I'm like, well, that's all I see. Like, I don't know why you like her, actually.
No reason.
I know.
He likes her for the 5-year-old within.
I don't like that.
It's a real roller coaster
Put
with
on
this
a shirt.
audience.
Put it on a shirt. All right, let's go to the audience. Let's see what the audience has to say. Here we go. All right, so I know there's a lot of interesting things to talk about in this movie. We've broached a handful, but there are other things left to be said. Hi, what's your name?
Nick.
Nick, what's your question?
I guess going off what you were just saying, since she wasn't into him until after he died, and the death is sort of a stand-in for like an otherism, is she like fetishizing him for his identity at all?
Well, I mean, that's what I was thinking too. It's like,
She just straight up likes the smell of dead skin.
Yeah.
I think it's as simple as that.
I think she wants to fuck him till his dick falls off.
Yeah.
I think she wants that. I do. I think she's like, I think she's kind of like, previous to, he's just Johnny Dingle, who cares? And then she's like, have you seen Johnny Dingle since he died? He's smoking.
I will say that the dick falling off scene and the sex judging scene,
The dream sequence,
both disturbed me.
Yeah.
Like, I got it from a comedic standpoint, but I was just like, ugh, too much. Like, watching him crawl all over her in those, like, little heart shorts is like, meh.
By the way, I wrote that too. There was something about this era in which, in all of film, young teenage boys were always represented as having boxer shorts with hearts on them.
Yeah, I had those.
You had them?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I've never even seen that.
I had a real issue with my boxer shorts because they were so hard to get in my jeans. I had to really push them down.
I wasn't even allowed to have boxer shorts.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, I was tighty whities all day.
In
like teenage years? Boxers weren't popular exactly until a little bit later.
Once Bill Clinton said he wore boxers.
Okay.
I was all
That
in.
was it.
Now, did he say that? And then you paused it and were like, wait a minute.
And then I saw him. I had that device. I saw him waist down in a pair of boxers. Look great. Heart boxers. Hi, what's your name?
Sam.
Sam, what's your question?
Maybe I missed it in the prom scene at the very end when he comes back to life. Did Philip Seymour Hoffman not come back?
So he is alluded to as being alive.
What?
I'm sorry?
Like, is Philip Seymour Hoffman dead in this alternate reality?
Wait, what? I'm sorry.
Right,
I'm
at the
sorry.
end.
I'm sorry. Yes, he must be alive.
Because
I
he
didn't
does say,
see him in there.
He says in the voiceover, like, the only thing I wish is that I killed Buster, or whatever his name was.
Buck, which is
Buck.
Matthew Fox.
Oh.
Buck is Matthew Fox. No, so it's
I was
because
wondering where he was. He wasn't in the background.
You're right. He wasn't in the scene. But if he sees St. Peter and they get sent back to the robbery scene, then nothing after the robbery scene has taken place. He goes back to the beginning, right?
Well, who knows?
What do you mean, who knows?
This God...
I don't think you can say who knows. We know. We watched it.
Well,
Don't gaslight me.
we weren't with Matthew Fox or Philip Seymour Hoffman that night. We don't know what
They might have died that
happened.
night, but
That's
the events of the don't gaslight me on stage. Hey.
I don't know.
Hey,
Do your research.
I don't like both of you teaming up to gaslight me.
Didn't he say at one point when he was in front of St. Peter, like, oh, and I didn't mean to kill Buck? Didn't he say that?
He said I didn't mean to eat him.
He does say he wish he killed Buck, meaning when his buddy says, I know what you should do. You should, when Buck comes to pick her up for the prom, you should kill and eat him. wear his suit and take her to the prom. He
Got it.
doesn't do
Good
that.
plan.
And later in the movie, he says, I wish I'd done that plan. Right?
Well, that's crazy. That's concerning.
He's a creep.
Yes.
He is a creep. Hi, what's your name? What's your
You
question?
really want him to be
Hi,
a
I'm
creep.
Jessica. To June's point of Matthew Fox's Buck, you're saying he's not a villain, and it's true because what it seems to me is this girl who's supposed to be the sweetest, loveliest, most beautiful, popular girl in the school that's nice to everybody is essentially now cheating on her boyfriend who has done nothing wrong. In fact, she agreed to go to the prom with him. He came and did this grand gesture. They apologized to each other, and his friend's an asshole, but he hasn't done anything wrong.
Right, and there's nothing to say that he lied about not showing up for her.
And
I also do believe his car broke down and he had to walk.
I don't,
maybe
here's
that
what
makes
me a fool.
I don't believe
but
that for a second. Here's what I don't believe. Anything coming out of
Believe
the mouth
men.
of anyone
Believe
wearing a
men.
Letterman jacket. If you're wearing a Letterman jacket in a teen movie in 1987, facts, you are a villain.
But that's why I was confused because I didn't have any of those
Believe
feelings
men.
for men.
And I do
Believe men
believe,
when
I
they
do
tell you
agree,
something.
believe men.
Always,
I agree with
always.
June on that.
That's a
Always.
shirt.
Believe men. Believe men on the back, tickle my paws.
What's your name? What's your question?
Hi, my name is Anthony. I just wanted to ask more about the mom and the plates with the dog. I don't know how many people noticed that, the bit running in that.
Okay, tell us the bit because I don't think we did.
Okay, the first time the mom is serving breakfast, the dog just snatches all the food off the plate.
Yes. Takes all the eggs.
Oh, that's the second time. The first
Yeah,
time.
June.
Yeah, sorry, June.
Hey, June, that's the
Believe
second time.
I believe men.
Hey, let's
so
believe this
go
man.
on.
Wow. This guy's
I believe him.
This guy's fired up.
I just want to say sorry to June. Sorry.
Wow. June,
What was,
do
what
you
was
feel
the first
safe?
time?
It's like it looks like bagels or toast, but the dog just takes the mom's like, all right, and sets the plate on the.
Okay, so the dog is eating all the food. It's a funny bit. I laughed at the eggs. I didn't see the first one. Thoughts?
Well, I do think that it's leading to what ends up happening, which is the dog takes the body and pulls it from the fridge. I think what we're setting up is that this dog will eat anything, anywhere, anytime, any day.
And I love it. And that's the rich
great.
text that is this
Yes.
movie. There
And
are
you've
things
got
happening.
to listen to what the movie's telling you.
There are things
Listen.
happening that we didn't even
Listen.
pick up on that it takes a man in the audience to illustrate.
Thank you. Finally, a man
And
asking a
explain
question.
it as only a man can by
Here's what I
barking
wish.
it at us.
Here's what I wish, because some of these movies of this time, although I guess we don't know what time it was after all, 93.
Well, we do know what time it
But
was.
here's the thing. Here's my question about 93. Was this movie made in 93, though, as
No.
a period film to feel like 87?
No.
God damn it.
It's crazy. I
Because
agree.
what's important to me about movies, the movies I saw when I was 13 and a lot of Molly Ringwald, what was important to me about those women was that I wanted him to let go of her as an idea.
Wouldn't that be great?
And a concept and find, when I saw him sitting next to that girl and staring at her arms in the library, I thought, well, who's she?
I mean, he's
let's-
looking at her because he wants to eat her.
Eat her.
I know he wants to eat her.
chomp down on those arms.
But that was a very important narrative to me to
I thought that
see
she had a
past
strong
this
sense of
vapid
self.
girl. I'm sorry?
I thought she had a strong sense of self.
I,
The library
The girl
girl.
in the library?
Because she didn't allow him to eat
Yeah.
her? Wow.
Okay. Now that's
That's the
interesting.
bare
Expand
minimum.
on that.
She just was like, hey, back off, man. And I thought she just held her. She wasn't like, I'm a nerd. You can eat me. That's
No, I
like,
guess she wasn't.
The
but
only flaw I see with the movie is that I don't even understand what he's still doing at school.
I don't either, but
Let's be clear. If I'm dead, I am not going to school.
it seems like he just wants to go hang out with that girl.
Yes, and find her elsewhere.
I guess what I'm saying is that I felt like there were movies that let go of the idea of the hot girl who had nothing
Right.
else to offer but being hot and popular. And I thought by 93, we had
Well,
done our
the
time with
idea-
that, and that's what's
The idea
wrestling
that I'm
with.
in college when this movie comes out is stone cold chilly.
Yeah, and I was 13. I'm a lot younger. Go on, Paul. Next person.
Wow.
I was just getting my period.
Savage
Next
flex from a
person.
choice woman.
Well, now, no one brought up this fact, and I'm surprised, L.A. Now, you might want to say brace yourself. Sorry. You might not want to say it. I'm going to say to you, brace yourself.
Wait, so who's saying brace yourself?
I'm saying it.
Right,
I just want to be clear, just so as we're cutting it together. So who do you want to say brace yourself and when?
Because for us to say brace yourself,
Brace
at this
yourself.
point, we don't know to.
Yeah, well,
Hang on a
what to
second. Hang on a
brace
second.
for.
So you guys go 3, 2, 1.
no, I
Are
have
we
to say
covered?
to you. No, I have to
No?
say to you. Not you're not presenting to me. I'm presenting to you. Brace yourself. We're gonna go on a little bit
Wait,
of a.
let's do one thing. We just do it. You guys on 3, just say you brace yourself. 1, 2, 3.
No, you brace yourself. Okay. No, you brace yourself. Listen to me right now. You better brace yourself because I will not do it. You know what? I will. I'll brace myself.
You did it!
Wow.
Wow. This is by the way, you guys got a good one.
Oh God.
People have asked, what happened to the lead actress in this movie, Traci Lind? I'm going to tell you.
Oh
Brace
God.
yourself.
I am bracing myself.
Okay.
Traci Lind?
This is the actress in the movie. In 1997, Lind went public with accusations of physical abuse regarding her boyfriend, Dodi Fayed. She claimed that they were physical with each other, and he threatened her with a 9mm Beretta when she rejected his proposal. 2 weeks later, Dodi died in a car accident with his new partner, Princess Diana.
Honestly, I didn't brace myself enough. With all that, I didn't get braced.
Consider me braced. Wow.
Wait.
Wow.
And then the final part is after his passing, Lind retired from acting, stating, "I'm an intensely private person, so this whole acting thing was just the wrong path for me."
Lights? Like, I have to go.
Show's over? Tickle my paws? How do you come back from? Wow! I can't wrap my head around this.
It
In
definitely
a million years, I couldn't have come up with that.
didn't think you
Who
could.
played her in the Princess Diana movie that we did?
Just go over the timeline with me.
Okay.
So she's
2 weeks
engaged
later.
to
So
him.
this movie is made in 93. In 97,
I'm 13. Jason's in college. Go on.
yes. In
And then what
97,
happens?
in 97, she is dating Dodi Fayed. She goes out and says,
97.
"Hey, this guy's been abusive to me."
In 97, she's saying these things. She's
Yes.
dating him.
And then 2 weeks
Princess
after that,
dies in 98, right?
so 2
2
weeks
weeks?
2 weeks after she went public, Dodi died in a car accident with his new partner, Princess Diana.
This changes everything.
Wow.
Oh, there's a little more. Okay, hold on. Who said that? You did? Oh, wow. I knew you had it. All right. All right, great.
Get
All
that
right.
guy out of here. I say that. I do that bit.
What do we got?
So when Chuck, Philip Seymour Hoffman, is chasing Johnny with a baseball bat, Eddie comes out and he's reading a Time magazine or People magazine, and Princess Di and Charles's divorce is on the magazine. So
Okay, but that's just pure coincidence, right?
No, here's my theory. Dodie was having trouble in his relationship with Traci, was watching this movie, and saw that Di was on that cover, single, ready to mingle, and then she dies.
We know, though, for sure that Dodie and Traci were dating during the film?
Yes, was that during this period? Do we know that?
Oh, no, I think he was just rewatching it, trying to again.
Got it.
Yeah.
Do you think he was watching it for the pod?
What I'm saying is
knowing that in the future we would cover it?
Could be.
I thought you said pause. I genuinely thought you said pause, and I was like...
Pause the episode right now to see Jason naked.
And if you're listening to the podcast, do pause. Do pause during the pod because there is nudity.
I want to agree with the story and say they're dating, and he's like, well, what do you do? And she's like, I'm an actress. And she's like, well, what have you been in? She's like, my boyfriend's back. Let's watch it. Then sees that magazine, gets that idea, and then we move on to
How
this
many
timeline.
years later is that, though? Like what?
3 years later.
Okay.
No, 3-4 years later.
I see.
Wow.
Okay. By the time it's on home video.
This has been maybe the biggest bombshell since Katherine Heigl replaced Meghan Markle in Suits? Was that it?
I don't think she replaced... I think we were just figuring out how many members of the royal family were in Suits or connected to Suits.
There was some reveal that then similarly, I feel like, threw me entirely off track for days.
Well, I mean, a couple things that I can get you back to some stuff and say that the movie was originally offered to Peter Jackson. He turned it down. And then they gave it to another guy, Adam Marcus, but then Disney was like, he's too young. And so he went on to go make Jason Goes to Hell the final Friday, and then they bring in Bob Balaban, but they kind of dangle the script in front of Bob Balaban for months, and then they go, why don't you go shoot this thing? Give him 2 weeks' notice to shoot the movie.
And he nailed it.
He did.
Yes.
Maybe it should be Bob. You know how they have those shirts like a film by Albert Brooks, or a film? It should be like a film by Bob Balaban. They should make that.
I would. By the way, I would love it.
Okay, so.
Oh man.
As we digest.
I'm not recovered.
Are we true? Let me ask a real question. Are we okay? Are we safe?
No.
All right. Obviously, we have opinions about this movie, but there are people out there with a different opinion. It is now time for Second Opinions.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. My boyfriend's back, but wait, he's not my boyfriend. Hey la, he's not my boyfriend. He's kind of obsessed and never had the balls to talk to me. Hey la, I'm with Matthew Fox. He dove in front of Bullet for me. Hey la, sure I'll go to prom. I never expected him to come back from the grave. Hey la, he's kind of cute. He's starting to rot and we're making out in his car. Hey la, oh, his ear fell off. Hey, that's kind of the whole plot. Hey, there's Philip Seymour Hoffman. After all the hijinks and he makes it to the prom, he goes right to the afterlife. Johnny finds out that he should have never died, so they sent him back to the start. We're back at the beginning with the botch robbery. Hey la, I'm almost done.
Almost? This is a recap, madam.
Hey, I'm getting it 5 stars. Hey, the mom was the best part. My time was fun and it was a silly ride. Hey, la, how did this get made?
Nice.
Amazing. Great job.
That was good because it reminded me of a lot of, if not all of the plot.
Yeah, it was great. Good refresher at the end of the show. There are 1,250 reviews of this film. 82% are 5-star. Now, I will tell you this much. There's a review here. I will not read it in full, but I need to give you just a taste of it. It is from Dr. Jacques Coulardeau from July 7th, 2012. I'm going to read a middle paragraph and the last paragraph. Okay. School teachers and other school personnel are just what they are, a school of cold fish that stink high heavens like rotting salmon in a polluted river. And I will not say what happens to the trout in the lake. Dead fish can also be zombies. But then, do they not have fish bones in their bodies? Rather perambulating, decaying radiations like in nuclear radiations? Don't touch, it burns. Now that's the middle paragraph. It goes on. And I'll read the final paragraph. The film is funny, though, of course, not as funny as Michael Jackson's rewriting of The Night of the Living Dead. It is true here that we have the prom of the living dead mixing with the dead living. That sounds more romantic than terrifying, but it is horrifyingly gross at times and Shakespearean at others. They even have a balcony scene of Romeo and Juliet revisited for young zombies with decaying muscles. I wonder where the three weird sisters are. Ah, ha, 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 ha. 3 times, of course. 5 stars. It takes the delirium tremens of the dead. So if you want to read the 9-paragraph review, we'll put that up on the website.
And my understanding is that's what you do in auditions?
Yes, I read that now.
That review.
I read all these things in here. Yeah, it says poor Dingle was a dongle in his life and as a zombie. Yeah, it's
but
great.
that does suggest that, and I'm shocked none of us have brought it up. Thriller being another kind of zombie, romantic zombie. Of course, dancing that this movie did not have, but like that's another very totemic zombie portrayal in this era in 1987.
Then Jay Bordelon in 2001 writes, well, first of all, what's up? I love this movie with a passion, and I've seen it at least 40 times, but last night I rented it for the 41st. And I noticed something I never noticed before. The name of the song they danced to at the end of the movie. I had my closed captioning running, and all of a sudden it pops up. Hanging On for Dear Life by MMC. Now, I was thinking that MMC stood for Mickey Mouse Club, but I don't think in this case it does. Also, comment to other Amazon reviewers. I know too much more than anybody about movies and music. But if you want to know the name of a song or something and you got to leave your email address in the review so people can write you back, well, peace and love and chicken grease. Bye, 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 bye. And again, I would argue that these reviews...
What just happened at the end?
Don't know.
Wait, do you think that Bye, Bye, Bye was like Backstreet Boys?
Well...
Wait, who sang Bye, Bye, Bye?
NSYNC.
He did...
You got to email him.
He did leave his email address in the review, so you could be like, well, what is MMC? Like, I guess he was asking you to, like, say, like, I'm not going to tell you here. I'm not going to tell you what MMC is.
Let's take this offline.
Yeah. And you know, every now and then we do 1-star reviews. 1-star reviews, first opinions. These are people who don't like the film. And I wanted to call out this one written by Shelley. This movie would be fine if they didn't use the Lord's name in vain. A total waste of money if you're like me and find that very offensive. We don't watch anything with foul, spelled F-O-W-L, language. We don't watch anything with foul language or G-D in it. 1 star, disappointed. There's no issue with the resurrection of a non-Christ-like figure.
But really has a problem with them using Christian God's name.
I also have to agree. Well, we know we all recommend it.
Yeah. Although I feel like you are a no.
I'm a yes. I'm a yes.
Okay.
But I would love a simpler pass on it. Like, I just would love it to be streamlined a little bit. Like a nerdy kid who realizes something. Here, he realizes nothing. he gains nothing. When he goes back and asks her out, he's still asking her out with, like, he saved her life. So she's like, oh, yeah, I'm indebted to you. But the only reason why she's impressed is like, wow, he saved my life. I feel like you need to have something more to build a relationship on.
It's not much of a hero's journey. I agree.
I mean, all that's true, but it's so much fun. I mean, this movie to me was just good old-fashioned fun. And I do appreciate a comedy that's going to take a strong comedic premise point of view and just play it out beat by beat. We don't make those types of movies anymore. And despite your concerns, I really wish we did. I really
I agree.
I watched this and I was like, I'm craving this kind of dumb, everybody's committed, everybody's on the same page, everybody knows what the game is, and we're all just like continuing to build it out. I really miss these movies and I really enjoyed it.
Agree.
All right.
Agree wholeheartedly. This movie is a home run for me. And the idea that this is not like that kids don't have a this to watch.
Yeah.
And maybe they do, and I just don't know what it's called, and it's on YouTube, and everybody farts into a can, and everybody's like, you smelt it. I don't know.
I like that one.
But this to me is, boy, what a blast.
It's like, why does comedy have to be so real now? Boring.
Yes. Well, yes, I agree completely. This to me.
Dramedy has killed comedy.
Oh,
For
yeah.
real.
Yeah.
It has.
It's true. And I miss these movies. I miss these movies from the John Hughesy versions of these to the Teen Wolves to this to the B movie, like this version of it.
Like
this
Dead
is,
Heat.
This is a blast. I will watch Dead. Let's do Dead Heat.
I would like to do Dead
Put
Heat
it
on
on
the show. Yeah.
Put it on the docket. We absolutely should do it because this.
Treat Williams, Joe Piscopo,
comedy legends. Maybe let's not do Dead Heat.
I actually think that Treat Williams is the one who's the zombie, right?
Don't scold me.
Sorry. Prepare yourself. Brace yourself.
Brace yourself.
Yeah, no, you brace yourself. Okay, fine.
I recommend it 100%. This was, and I will say this, Paul, your criticisms, though they may be valid, it didn't interrupt me from enjoying this movie at all, full stop.
And that's where I will say, while I had criticisms, I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed what it did.
What'd you say?
I said, I know you did.
Oh, yeah. The only way the movie could be better would be nudity.
Well, we just got to figure out when they're telling us to pause it.
Yeah. And it would have been great if, like, when his dick falls off and rolls down his pajama pants, if it fell out and we saw it. We all want to know what Dingle's dangling. We all want to know
Dingles, dangle, tickle my paws. What do we want the shirt to be? A film by Bob Balaban? We want it to be Tickle My Paws? Listen to Men?
Brian Orlando. Holy shit.
Brian Orlando.
Holy shit.
Brian Orlando Electronics. And it's a Brian Orlando Electronics. That's it. Yeah. I think we could do Brian Orlando Electronics.
Are we going to get... Okay.
I'm not worried about getting sued by Brian Orlando.
Okay.
Come after me.
Yeah.
Everybody that Paul went to grade school with is dead anyway.
Yeah. They all died in that mysterious gas leak. All right. That's our show.
Shit. I just want to say, T to B, this episode has been unhinged.
So great. So great.
And well done. You guys were part of a great episode.
What a fun one.
This was unreal. And
Truly.
I only feel bad for the people that watched Ghosts of Mars last night.
Sometimes that's the hand you're dealt.
A true dog shit movie.
Thank you so much for coming. Sign up for the Largo mailing list. Great shows here all the time. Thank you to our staff. Thank you to Molly. Thank you to Scott. Thank you to Cody. Thank you to Quinn. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining us for such a choice episode. And as always, a huge shout out to our pals at Largo, Flanny Griffey, Michael in the booth, and our recording engineer, Brendan Burns. I also want to thank our videographer, Wes Knapp. That's right. For the first time ever, we'll be releasing some video clips for this live show on social media. So make sure you check out our social pages on HDTGM for some hot video footage. Now, our t-shirt design for this episode says, Brian Orlando Electronics. It has a little joystick on it. It's perfect. It's subtle. It's great. You can get it as a sticker, a mug, whatever. It is the kind of designs I love with this show. Anyway, just go to hdtgm.com, click on the merch button, and then go holiday shopping. Get that shirt, get a hat, do whatever you want. And as always, if you have a correction or omission from this episode, leave me a voicemail at 619-PAULASK or write a comment on our Discord at discord.gg/hdtgm, and I'll respond to your messages on next week's Last Looks. People, I want to urge you, give that phone number a call. We get great calls, but we could always use more. Now, here's the thing. It's December, which means it is time for a How Did This Get Made annual tradition. Yes, we will once again be doing a virtual holiday show that you can watch live from anywhere in the world. And you bet Jessica St. Clair will be joining us for all the fun. And for the first time ever, we're going to be in the same location. That's right. We're going to be on the dark web set. Which, by the way, if you've not been watching the dark web, you got to catch up. Our studio is burnt down. We are hallucinating in the middle of the woods. And this week we did a YouTube Kids show version of the show. This is not a joke. This is not a bit. It is available on YouTube Kids. It's also available on regular YouTube. But watch how Rob and I have to stay within the very specific lines of YouTube Kids. It's a blast. Now, this show, the Christmas show that I'm doing with Jason, June, Jessica, we're going to be doing that live on December 10th. Tickets are available now at hdtgm.com. Get those tickets. It's going to be a real plus-up. And by the way, if you like live events, Deep Dive is also doing a live event on December 5th. That's right. December 5th. You got your live streaming moments ready to go. Remember, if you're looking at gifts to give for the family, well, my book, Joyful Recollections of Trauma, is available and you can get it signed. It'll get there probably in time for the holidays. Plus, Weapons is now out on HBO Max. Jason is in Man on the Inside Season 2, as well as Season 2 of Percy Jackson. And again, Taskmaster is available right now, his entire season on YouTube. Remember, if you listen to this show on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please make sure you are subscribed to our feed and have automatic downloads turned on in the show settings. It helps us, and we appreciate it a lot. And I also want to thank our entire team for who this show could not be done without. I am talking about our producers, Scott Sani and Molly Reynolds, and our audio engineer, Casey Holford, as well as our social media manager, Zoe Applebaum, and our intern, Quinn Jennings. And as always, we hold a special light to Avril Halley. All right, that's all I got, people. We'll see you next week on Last Looks.